everyone, how you guys are doing? So I wanted to do this video because I wanted to show y'all this dye box here. I did a video, I think like a while back, regarding the Dark and Lovely fade resistant dye. So definitely check that video out over on Beauty After 40 with Keke. I definitely did a video regarding this, so check that one out if you want to. But this video here is more of a I guess I'll call it a little bit of more of an updated version of the video that I did, just to kind of talk more about this dye, just because I really truly love this dye. I truly love Dark and Lovely box dye. The reason why I use dyes is because I'm trying to get rid of my grays. So in the front, especially in the fronts, I get gray hair, and then also like on the top of my hair, it gets like gray. All right, and so of course I'm not ready to embrace my gray, so I definitely do box dyes. And I just want to talk about ways on how you can definitely protect your hair and avoid any type of breakage or anything like that. First of all, I definitely want to say I have not experienced this with this dye whatsoever. I do absolutely love the Dark and Lovely box dye. I get this at Walmart, but definitely go to any of your local beauty supply stores. They should definitely carry this. It's called fade resistant. Like I said, I get mine in jet black. It literally says jet black. The number here is 371. But I absolutely love it. This does say 8 weeks of rich color, brilliant shine. I'm gonna be really honest, I don't feel like it's like 8 weeks for me. I'm gonna say more like 4 to 5 weeks in my opinion. That's just my opinion when I start seeing where my gray is starting to show. I've had this, I've done it, let's see, when did I originally do this? It's almost been about 2 weeks ago, I want to say. Yeah, 2 weeks ago, almost 2 weeks, when I put this dye in my hair. Usually I like to focus like in my edges, the front, the area where all the gray is at, like I told you, which is like really on the top of my head, and then like all on my edges is where I deal with gray at. And so what I like to do is, for me, I usually redo where I use the Dark and Lovely around, I'm gonna say 4 to 8 weeks is when I feel like I need to redo and do it over. So about between the 4 to 8 week period. All right, so that's when I feel the need to put it back, or to, you know, feel like I need to go buy me another box and reapply it, if that makes sense. All right, so in the box it comes with let me see here, I can kind of show you. It comes with this, which is the moisture fade resistant mask. Keep in mind, I already used this box, all right? But it comes with this here, which this is going to be your conditioner, basically. So it comes with a conditioner. It does come with like the tube, and then it comes with the other thing. I'm trying not to get my hands dirty here, but here I can show you. Let me see if I have a. I don't know. I just take the chance. I just didn't want to get no color, but. All right, this is, it comes with this, and it also comes with the other dilly deal. Yeah, let's see if I can grab it. I wasn't planning on showing y'all, but I figured since I'm talking about it, why not? I'm not gonna have to run up washing my hands because I'm probably gonna have color. Well, surprisingly, I don't. Okay, good news. I don't. All right, so it comes with this, and this. Of course, you'll take this and pour it into this. It comes with instructions and gloves. All right, so it comes with that too. So really, it's not like a whole lot in the box, if I'm gonna be really honest with you. So I'm gonna see if it shows on the box. It doesn't show on the box itself, or it does show the conditioner, but it doesn't show anything else. And for some reason I thought it did, but I just wanted to let y'all know what it all comes with when you open up your box. So when you open up your box, you literally have this because this is going to be where you pour this into this. And of course, you're going to shake it up really, really, really good. I like to shake it up, y'all. I shake mine up for a good 2 minutes. At least I try to. All I'm doing is constantly shaking, and I have my my gloves on. So I have my gloves on. The gloves that they give, by the way, I put them on and just shake it really, really, really good. And yeah, like I said, pour that into this. I let it sit. Well, first of all, as I'm putting the dye on, as I'm applying it, I apply it on first. Then I'm gonna say probably within a minute, no more than 2 minutes. I'm looking at the time to see, okay, what time, what time is it, so that way I can kind of, know how long should I let this process, let it sit in my hair. So for me, it's 15 to 20 minutes. All right. And again, I'm not putting this entire dye all over my head. I'm only applying it in the areas where I'm trying to hide my grays. All right. Because again, I'm not really ready to embrace my grays like that. So I'm just like making sure I'm getting my areas that has gray. I'm trying to get rid of that. All right. I'm trying to think what else I want to say to you. Yeah, so the gray, I'm just trying to remove my grays. Yeah, I let it sit for between 15 and 20 minutes, and then I'm immediately rinsing it out of my hair. So while I'm after I'm rinsing, the instructions on this box here literally wants you to proceed with this. All right, the conditioner. However, that's not how I do it. And I'm going to throw a disclaimer. No. Okay. I'm not telling you to do what I do. I'm just telling you what, I'm just letting you know what I do. Okay. But I'm not, at the end of the day, I'm not telling you to do exactly what I do. Okay. You do you. All right. You do you. But, what I do, and of course I'm going to explain my reasons for why I do what I do, but at the end of the day, I just got to throw my disclaimer out saying, please, 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 please don't say that Keke told you to go and, do X, Y, and Z. No, I did not tell you that. Okay. You do you. All right. But I just want to kind of share what I do, and then I'm going to share my reasons behind why I do it. Okay. So yes, the instructions say proceed with this. All right, and then after you proceed with that and let it sit, I think you're supposed to let it sit for about, what does it say? 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. I thought for sure the tube says, I can't really see. It says rinse. Apply the roots to the end. So yeah, it does say apply to the roots to the end. It says comb. Okay, it says 3 to 5 minutes. So leave in for 3 to 5 minutes. All right. However, me, when I'm letting this sit, I let it, I'm gonna be honest, I probably let mine sit for a good 10 minutes. I feel like it is longer than 5 minutes for sure. I don't have a timer on where I can vouch for that, but I feel like I'm letting it sit for a good 10 minutes before I rinse it out of my head. Okay. Again, you don't have to do what I do, but the instructions, okay, I want to share the instructions with you, but also I want to share what I do too. Again, you do you, all right? But the instructions literally say 3 to 5 minutes. You let it sit for 3 to 5 minutes. It does mention comb through after you have applied it. It says apply it from the roots all the way to the ends. It does mention massaging. It says massage or combing. So you can massage it in your hair if need be, or you can comb it through, okay? So I do comb, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and share my experience with you, okay? But again, I can't stress enough the disclaimer, throwing that disclaimer out, okay? Don't do what I do, okay? You don't have to do what I'm doing. I'm not even telling you to do what I do. I like to share what I do. Again, you are your own, you have to do what's best for you, okay? And I'm not telling you to do what I do, okay? So let me go ahead and just share with you what I do. So after I get all the dye, well, not all the dye, but once I rinse the coloring out of my head, I proceed with shampoo, all right? The reasons behind why I do what I do is because when I was literally doing exactly what the instructions say on the dye, and this is any box dye, okay? Because I even did it with a few other brands besides before Dark and Love became my go-to staple. I would literally, even with other box dyes, I will find where when I was doing exactly what the instructions, which is they'll tell you to proceed with the conditioner, and they don't even mention shampoo. They don't even have shampoo in the box. All right. But they say proceed with the conditioner. All right. And when I did it exactly to the T, what I will find is that I will find where the color will still be like in my hair, meaning that color is like running. Like it'll be on my clothes, it would be like in my nails. Kid you not. All right. So when I was like, okay, what can I do to stop this, because this is getting out of hand. When I didn't look this up, I actually, just thought of this on my own to do, right? So I said, well, how about, because I was wondering anyway, I was curious anyway as to why there was no shampoo in none of these dye boxes. I always was curious about that anyway. Like, okay, why not, So I thought of, well, what if I just start using shampoo? I know it doesn't come with shampoo, but how about if I just use shampoo? Find a shampoo that does say color safe and just use that and see how that goes. So I did that. When I did that, I found better results. I found where color wasn't running. It wasn't on my clothes. It wasn't in my nails when I did my hair. That stopped completely. So I was like, oh my goodness, this worked. So then from that, so from that point on, I've lived by making sure that I am going to put shampoo first, then proceed with the conditioner, and then after the letting the conditioner set, rinse the conditioner out, then I'm done, and then I do all my other things that I do, which is making sure I'm applying conditioner in my hair, well, leave-in conditioner, I should say, leave-in conditioner, and whatever curl styling, which I was doing gels. I don't really do gels anymore. So what I do now is I have what is called Taliti, and I know I'm jacking their name up, and I don't have it here where I can just grab it. In a future video, I will show you the products that I use by them, right? So I use what's called Curl Elixir by them, and then I use one that's called I think it's like curl cream or curl, it's something to the sort, but I will show it to you. I find that my hair loves it, and it loves it way better than the obviously me using gels. So I don't do gels anymore. I used to, but I don't anymore. I used to be faithful to my oh my goodness, their name just went out of my head as I was about to say their name. Cool. Oh, what is their name? I'm gonna have to look this up really quickly. I can't forget their name. I was literally about to say their name. I felt my tongue about to pronounce the name, and then it just went away. Let's see. Ego Styler. I don't know why. Ego Style. Okay. So Ego Style used to be my staple, y'all. I would get the olive oil and I would get the argan oil. And I'm just to show it to y'all, just in case if y'all like, okay, I don't even know what this is. Right here. This used to be my product for sure, for sure. All right, this would be like one of my staples, and I would get the argan oil. Like I said, argan oil was the red one, and the olive oil is the green one. And then there was a point in time where I was getting the one in the black, but then I didn't like it as much. So the two was the one that was my go-to was the red one, which is argan oil, and then the olive oil, which is the green one. All right, so I would love Eco Style. All right, until I didn't. The reason why, because I find it where my hair started kind of like flaking up on it a little bit. Like I would see like residue in my hair, and I didn't like that so much, and it didn't combine with other products that I would use. It would get that white residue, and I didn't like that. And so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna stop using the Eco Style. So I stopped using it. And again, nothing against them. I do I find a lot of people still use them, which is nothing wrong with that. I just stopped using it. All right. But yeah, that's just me. All right. But yeah, so back to the process here. So I started using shampoo. Like I said, I felt like that worked for me. Okay, that works for me. Am I telling you to do that? No, I'm not. I'm just saying that works for me, and I'm actually content doing it that way. So that's the only thing I do. I do everything else by the book when it comes to this dye here. Okay, when it comes to these instructions here, I do everything else by the book. The only difference is I add the shampoo like after I kind of, because I make sure water go through my hair to remove some color out. And then I proceed with the shampoo. And then, I'm massaging. I'm, making sure I get all of my hair, the ends and everything. Rinse that all out. And then I'll do the conditioner, which like I said, I get better experience at doing it this way. I let the conditioner sit. I'm going to say 10 minutes. And then I rinse it out. That's just what I do. All right. Yeah, so I find better results doing it this way. Now, another thing that I do besides using the conditioner, I do add another conditioner. All right, I do add another conditioner. So I'll put this in first on my hair. I make sure this one goes first in my hair, and then other leave-in conditioners that not leave-in conditioners. When I say leave-in conditioner, any other rinse out conditioners, I should say. I use them like Carol's Daughter. I have Carol's Daughter shampoo and Carol's Daughter conditioner. I absolutely love Carol's Daughter. All right. I do use, like I said, I use their shampoo and conditioner. So I would grab the conditioner by Carol's Daughter, or sometimes I would even grab my conditioner that I use by Maelle. Maelle's another great brand. I love their shampoo and conditioner as well. I get the one that says honey on it. I love it. So I would use that as well at times. Another brand that I love is, oh my goodness. Why am I forgetting names here? I don't know why I'm forgetting names here. I don't have it. I mean, I have it upstairs. I just don't feel like going through all that and trying to get it. I might have to have it next time for y'all, but I don't know why I can't remember. Shea Moisture, that's not the one I wanted to say though, but Shea Moisture is another one. Yeah, As I Am. That's the one I couldn't think of, As I Am. So this is As I Am right here. I do get their, sometimes I would grab the conditioner by As I Am. Matter of fact, I think that's what I used when I just recently used this dye here, this dye box. I put this on first, and then I did my As I Am conditioner. And again, like I said, let it sit for 10 minutes, and then I rinse out. After I rinse out, then of course I dry my hair, put my little I don't know, tubey thing, my little towel thing I love. And yeah, and then that's really what I do. And then after I'm ready to style my hair, I'm applying the products that I need to style my hair with. All right. Now I don't blow dry. Sometimes I do if I'm looking for a straight effect, but if I'm just gonna go out wet and curly, I usually don't. I just like I said, I put the Tawhidi, apply it all over my hair, make sure my hair is moisturized. Another product that I want to tell you I use, and I actually do that the next following day after wash day, or after I colored my hair. I'm gonna put this all back inside. I just wanted y'all to see what it all comes with. Again, I absolutely love Dark and Lovely. I really, really do. All right. No, I'm not sponsored by them. They're not paying me to promote them. I just really love Dark and Lovely. I really do. But also I just kind of want to tell you how I do things, if that makes sense. I'm not telling you to do it like me. I'm not. All right. So another product that I'm going to show you, and I absolutely love them. This one's argan oil. This is actually my favorite by Softy. It's called Softy Hair, Scalp, and Conditioner. I usually like to, after I dyed my hair, the next following day, I love to put this in. Actually, probably not specifically on when I dye my hair. I think anytime I wash my hair, I should just say that. Anytime I wash my hair, the next following day, I like to use this. And of course you can tell that I've been using it faithfully because it's empty. It's actually trash, and this box is trash too. I just save it for this video. I literally just saved it for the video, but after this video, after I'm done with this video, both of these are going in the trash. All right, and I actually gotta buy me some more of this because this is all I have of it. But I do love Softy. And again, I'm not sponsored by Softy either, but I love Softy, y'all. And yes, Softy does have petroleum. And if you look at the ingredients, which I tell people to always look at the ingredients of your skincare and hair care products, all right? So if you look, I'm trying to see, this is directions. I'm trying to find ingredients. I guess it's over here. Yeah, it's over here. Yes, it does have white petroleum. And if you're familiar with the hair care game, they always say petroleum is a no-no, all right? And they say mineral is a no-no, all right? Now, I'll say mineral, I agree with that. However, with the petroleum, I'm a little iffy. And my reasons for that is because I feel like if you wash your hair like how you're supposed to, you'll be okay with using Softy. Because Softy, I feel like it does help with keeping your hair moisturized so you don't get that dryness. But also, I think it also you can see hair growth with using this, all right? So that's the reason why I use this, all right? And I don't use it every day. And that's another thing I want to tell people. Don't, like, anything that has petroleum in it, do not apply this to your hair every day, because yes, it is going to clog your scalp up if you're using it on an everyday basis. However, I don't do that. The next following day when I wash my hair, the next day, remember, I didn't say same day, next day, I'm applying this all through my scalp, the ends of my hair, all throughout my hair. I'm applying this and massaging it, okay? And then I'm going to show you this one. This one's Hair Food, and it's the yellow one. It's natural herbal oil formula, and all of this has vitamin E, which I love. All right, this is also Softy. I am a big Softy girl when it comes to hair grease. When it comes to hair grease, I'm buying Softy for my hair grease, all right? But yeah, but this one's the Hair Food, and I like this one too, all right? And if you can see, I do have plenty of this left. I've used it, but I still got a lot left. I just started using this one here, all right? What I wanted to say. So yeah, so the next day I'm using Softy. I'm applying it throughout my scalp, all throughout my hair, making sure I get the ends of my hair, all throughout my hair. I'm making sure that I'm covering it with the Softy, all right? And I'm massaging it and everything like that. But I'll only do that the next day after wash day, all right? After that, I am not applying this anymore. I'm not applying this anymore. I'm not applying it anymore. I don't apply it anymore until I have washed my hair, and then the next day, same routine, all right? So I feel like if you do it in that way, you should be fine, all right? As far as petroleum go, you should be fine where the petroleum is not clogging your hair in your scalp, okay? So that's just what I personally believe, all right? As far as washing your hair, I tell people once a week, no longer than bi-weekly, all right? That's just how I feel regarding that, all right? So yes, it's okay to wash your hair. Well, I love washing my hair once a week. Once a week, I'm washing my hair, all right? There's times where I do have to skip a week, and if I do, then I try to make sure I do not let my hair go any longer than every 2 weeks tops. All right, so no, I'm not waiting 3 weeks. I'm not waiting a month before I wash my hair. I do it either a weekly or bi-weekly. No more time goes past that timeline, all right? So weekly or bi-weekly, but not past that, if that makes sense. All right. Also, what I don't do is I brush my hair, but I'm not combing my hair. I'll only save time for combing my hair when I am in the shower with my hair being wet, all right? That's when I'm combing and detangling my hair, all right? And of course, when you're detangling your hair, always start from ends, work your way up, all right? So detangle, take your time, detangle your ends, and then of course to work your way up to the roots, all right? You're protecting your hair by doing it that way. A lot of people just go, oh, like that first. you don't do it, you're not supposed to do it that way. I know for a very, very long time that is how I did it, just because that's how my mom, you know, combed my hair when I was a child. She always started from the root down. All right. And I had some pretty long hair as, you know, as a little girl. I mean, throughout the whole time when I was like really young, I had some long hair all the way down to my back. Kind of when I want to say probably during my 4th grade, but even then I still had long hair. But I started begging for perms, you know, getting perms in my hair. And yeah, I've already told this story, but definitely check out that video where I kind of, and I'm trying to remember which video that was. You know what, I do remember which video that was. That was the video, if you go on my channel, Beauty After 40 with Keke, the hair texture class that I did online, check that video out, because I really did go very in detail about you know, how I was as a child and how I begged for different things, and how I even regret a lot of things that I did. I was very ungrateful with the type of hair I had. I did not like having curly hair. And yes, I do regret that, but I can't undo what I've done. Like, you know, the damage is there. You know what I mean by damage is there? Like, I've messed up my edges. I messed up on the side of my hair, and it's obvious, you can see it. It's this side specifically. And so, yeah. So I do have a lot of regrets, and I can't take back, and I can't undo. So it is what it is. But yeah, so I just wanted to go over with you guys like my color experiences and what I do. I'm not telling you at the end of the day to do what I do. I'm just telling you like what I do, and my reasons behind why I do, and how I am getting, or I feel like I'm having positive results from doing the way I'm doing it. All right. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Like I said, the next day, like I said, I go ahead and use this. I don't want you guys thinking I'm using a whole glob of this. I'm not. I put some on my hands, rub it together, and then I'm massaging this all throughout my scalp, and I'm making sure I get the back, the fronts, and then of course I proceed with my mid of my hair, and then I'm working all the way down to the ends of my hair. And that's what I do regarding with this. All right. And again, after I do that, I don't do it anymore throughout the, anymore for the rest of that week. All right. I'm not using this on a daily basis. All right. I don't recommend that you use this on a daily basis. I do recommend that you use it. But you do what you do. All right. Again, it does have petroleum. Now, if you're a person that's like, I'm absolutely against petroleum, then don't do it. I mean, don't do it, because I'm telling you now, it has it in here. But I feel like it won't clog your hair as long as you're only doing it once a week, and as long as you're just not taking a big old chunk of it and just putting it all over your entire hair and all into your scalp. Okay. It's like measures, like it's steps you should take in order to prevent clogging. All right. I mean, that's just how I feel about it. All right. But I do love Softy. Like I said, I have quite a bit of Softies products. I actually absolutely I even have the blue one that's in Softy. I have it. I have the yellow one. I have the one that says argan oil. I feel like that's another one I have, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. Maybe not. But anyway, I love Softy. All right. So I guess that's really it. I don't think I have anything else to say regarding this. I just wanted to give y'all an updated version about the Dark and Lovely dye bots. Like I said, I love the Dark and Lovely. It has become my staple just because I absolutely like it. And even though the bots say 8 weeks, and I told you from my experiences, I do see where it starts to fade within the 4-week period. So for me, when it comes to doing a touch up and putting it back into my hair, the touch up is within the 4 to 8 week period. All right. So that's just where that kind of falls in line with. All right. All right. So have a beautiful, blessed day. If you have any questions about anything I'll go over, definitely down in the comments, chime in. I'd be happy to answer any questions that I've discussed, even questions that maybe I didn't even mentioned or even said, of course, you're more than welcome to chime in on that as well. All right, because I'm not perfect. I might have missed something, or I might have forgot to, say something. I don't know. But I just wanted to share my experiences. Again, disclaimer, I'm not telling you to do what I do. No, that's not what I'm doing. I just wanted to share what I do as far as my hair journey go. I know a lot of people have asked me in the past, what do you put on your hair? How do you keep your hair looking like it looks nourished, it looks, healthy. So again, for a long time, I didn't think to start sharing my hair journey with people. And so I absolutely love hair, so I don't know why I didn't think to do this a lot sooner, but I am now, and I'm glad. And the only reason why, if I'm gonna be very brutally honest with you, the only reason why is because I've started my own cosmetic company, which is called Keke Beauty Care Cosmetics, and so I do hair and body oils, but also I am about to launch my hair growth oil. And so I think that's like my main driven reason as to why I think it is important for me to start creating videos speaking specifically about hair care. I mean, I think that's important. I mean, if I'm going to create products and start selling products, but also I'm actually hand making my products and selling my products, I think it's only fair to start having videos where I am talking about hair care, talking about ways to protect your hair, ways on how you can make sure that your hair stays healthy. All right, so that's it. Have a beautiful, blessed day.